Okay, I'm going to film something for us Goldwing owners. I've got a 22 Goldwing and I'm going to install a hitch, and so this is going to be a multi-part video. First I want to show you the electrical that I bought from Electrical Connection, and they do a great job of sending you the installation instructions, but I wanted to show you sort of an unboxing here of what you receive. This is your basically sub harness that comes in the pack, and you can see that it's designed to plug into the CAN bus under your seat on the Goldwing, and it's already pre-wired plug and play. And I'll show you when I go for installation how actually I do that, but there's videos about this. Anyway, so this plugs into that CAN bus, and then you can see there's a white connection that comes off of that CAN bus split wiring there. And that's because that's going to actually plug into this isolator. And this isolator is also going to be tucked somewhere under your back seat, because it's actually the wiring that's going to feed back to your trailer connector, you know. Now they also give you this inline fuse here, and it's pretty straightforward. And now it's connected here. You're going to split it in the middle, and one side of this is going to go to this this red wire that's coming off of your isolator. You're going to actually use this little crimp in here, and you're going to crimp one side on the end, and the other side is going to go off to your battery. And there's your little mini fuse to insert. So they've given you everything you need, including the ring terminal to go to your battery there. So again, you're going to open this up, spread it out, split it in half here. One side's going to feed this isolator red wire. The other side's going to go to your battery with an inline fuse. That's pretty straightforward. Now looking at your isolator, you can see you got your traditional color wiring that comes off of these bikes, trailer connections, and they outline with you pretty standard, being that green normally here, as you see, is green is your tail light, brown there is your left turn, yellow is your right turn, blue is your brake light, and then white is your ground. Now you'll notice you got two white wires here, and the reason for that is that, of course, one of them is the ground at the battery point, or ground somewhere on your bike. So it's a longer white wire. The shorter white wire will feed right back to the ground point of your terminal on the rear end. So they give you plenty of sufficient wire here. Now there's also a black connector that's included in here that's already got a sort of a butt connector on it. That's for extra auxiliary, something else that would be plugged into this, not directly related to your use of the trailer wiring. And again, there's that 4-port plug that will plug into this sub harness and all. But I mean, I'm pretty impressed. Now they say that this is built a better material than most competitors, and I believe that. I believe they do a fine job here. So if you go to their website, you can probably see the part number of this isolator, and the sub harness is for the Goldwing 2018 Plus. Now I talked to Terry there, or some of the people there, and one of the things about the new 2021-2022 Goldwings is that there's a voltage drop now that Honda has done something different. It's created a voltage drop so that it's really better if you use a 5-pin connection, is my understanding, because if you're using a 4-pin now, because of that voltage drop, even though they sell a converter that will convert like a 5-pin to a 4-pin, there's a problem related to the voltage drop. Now they're working on a solution that sounds to be like an up converter that somehow would up the power, like maybe a buck type converter that would DC that would up the voltage. But it's just, you can avoid that altogether if you wire for 5-pin. And now the trailer I'm using is 5-pin. And as they say in the instructions, you know, there's no universal standard necessarily for motorcycles, so you're going to need to get your meter out, and you're going to want to check all your connections anyway to make sure, you know, when I hit my left signal, left comes on, right, so forth, that you got, you know, your power and so forth. But anyway, I thought this would be helpful. This is, again, is for the Honda 18 Plus. I'm going to use it on my 22 Goldwing to wire up for a hitch. And like I say, the whole thing was included. It's $100 and something, I believe. I don't remember, maybe $140 delivered. I thought it was very reasonable. It's pretty much plug and play. I mean, I'm going to have to feed this out, and certainly I'm going to feed these out. And I've already bought me a connection, a 5-pin connection to wire these into, so that it's plug and play in the end on this end too. So now they do send you an entire set of instructions here, and they give you a wiring diagram, so it's pretty straightforward. And in my next video, I'll actually do the installation, and I'll try to capture that for you. And then I've also ordered a custom touring design hitch that I'll be installing, and when I get it, I'll do you a video and you can watch along. So hopefully this is helpful to you.